University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will get the first swing of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fleming. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He lofts one down the sideline. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Volunteers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the ball's headed quickly to the line.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
To the air. It's Marcook. Makes the grab.
job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch, but to finish it with a touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to take off. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he...
Oh, he's got some room made it to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown ball. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll go to the ground. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
It's gone downfield. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way.
So when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Tennessee! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, what a pick picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. Immediately fires to the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Dances away. Breaks into the open. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off play action on first down. It's caught. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Good enough for first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. He's got it. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Inside the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. On target. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Looking for the score. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Tennessee, 35. Mississippi State, 7.
Coming out with it, it's Little. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
4th down coming up.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wilcox. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there. Turning it on. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Volunteers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
That means the score. Tennessee, 42. Mississippi State, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Lost a throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got the quick pass. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Wants to go up top on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. DB's right up on the receivers. Using his legs, it's Fleming. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Under fire. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers, you've thrown in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. One more snap coming before halftime. On the move. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Back to pass, it's Marcook. Bringing the heat. He's going to throw deep right side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
And here's the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. It's caught. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DB's...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin City limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Mississippi State, 13.
like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to field, and we are not going to complain.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Vols want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another team look like that in the rest of this game.
Using his legs, it's Randall. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the ball.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Kept it, he's past the marker. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They want to run this quarterback across the 25. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Volunteers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll do it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Volunteer! Quick strike through the air for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Defense.
So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade in the end zone, and the PI will move it closer. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll go back to the air on second down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Slings it downfield. Working the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Oklahoma State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Stillwater. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. from the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Vols can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll give it to him again. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Vols will hustle to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? On the option. He'll pitch it. He's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home and then come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner is stopped.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Conrad. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. On the option. Quick toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off the play fake on first down. Can't get him to the ground. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they were able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
77, Mississippi State, 16.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some